Hello, welcome to Bulamatari's Paint Club. My name is Bulamatari. I am joined today by Firepower Badger, Mr. Badger, and SnueGliffin, Mr. Phil. How are you today, lads?
I'm doing just fine, thank you.
That's very good. Right, I am going to be finishing finally this this squad of heavy gunners. Where's the box for it? I've lost it. Is it? No. I had a box somewhere and it's gone. Never mind. Anyway, I'm going to be finishing an Imperial Guard heavy weapons squad. I've got one team up there and I've got two more teams to do. I also need to stick the arm back on that team there. Mr. Phil, what are you going to be painting today?
I have a bloodletter here that will probably be finished very soon. If I do get it finished, I might continue with a Lord of Change.
Nice. Mr. Badger?
I will be returning to the good old Space Marines, as I will be starting to work on my Indomitus Assault Intercessors.
Nice. Well, without further ado, let the classical music roll. Let me just grab the heavy weapon squad where his arm fell off, unfortunately, when I was trying to show you last week. So, how has everyone's week been?
This week has been good.
Much better than last week, eh?
Oh yeah,
Just a tad.
just a touch.
Yeah. Methinks Badger had a bit of the old COVID last.
You say that. It was a bit of an adverse reaction to the old vaccine.
Yeah. Yeah, so I had a much better week this week. You've had a week off, yeah?
Yes, I've had actual holiday off and not just
My God.
the lurgy.
That is good news, man. How about you, Mr. Phil? How's your week been?
It's been okay, can't complain.
Excellent. There we go. Arm back on. The binocular fellow who's pointing has his arm with binocular in it, which I'm sure will eventually come back into focus if I move my hands enough. No, doesn't want to do it, does it? You
Doesn't seem like
bastard.
today.
Zoom in. Zoom in. Fucking focus, you little dick. This camera is not playing ball with me at the moment. It does not like me. It hates me.
Well, you need the sacred rights, Dave.
I do. Yeah,
You need
one
to
of the...
find your local Adeptus Mechanicus Tech Priest.
Yeah. I do have the Imperial Infantryman's Handbook to hand, and there is a redeem in chat if you want me to put my best commissarial voice on and read a verse from here. I will do it for you. Right, let's paint. Okay, so what have I got left? Oh. Dog's having a little fight. What have we got left to do on this sprue? Not a whole lot, actually. I think it's just the sandbags, really.
So I think there was like the stripy bits that you wanted to do,
Yeah, stripy bits on the cloth.
and then essentially just a few little touch-ups.
Yeah. Nice. Not much left to do. So, shall we get it out the way then?
Get what? Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
So, yeah. He died, didn't he?
R.I.P. His
Rip.
Majesty.
I'm sure some people will mourn the loss, but yeah, it was always going to happen. What was he, 99, DL?
Yeah, it was essentially going to be 100 this year. Just
Yeah.
didn't quite make it.
I mean, that's a good innings, yo. I mean, I'm pretty sure that anyone would give their left spleen for that level of years.
Longevity.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's not really much more than can be said in polite conversation about that. Really, he wasn't a nice man at all.
He had some moments.
He had some views, huh?
And, if you want to put it that way.
Yeah. I'm just trying to look for where my there it is. I knew I just dumped it behind my screen. My palette that I use. Oh man. So yeah, now that's out the way, let's get on to the proper news. So the news that I can see here is about E3 that is coming up. Anyone excited?
I have not been excited for E3 for, well, since it existed.
I think the last time I was excited for E3, oh god, I can't even remember. It might have been the year that Skyrim was announced or something. Was it Battlefield 4 was the last thing I saw and got hyped for at an E3 press conference. And that was released in God knows how long ago. So yeah, I'm not overly pumped. Are we hoping to hear any announcements or?
Maybe to see when they're actually going to release the next Elder Scrolls stuff.
Yeah, I mean I know they're working on that. They had a trailer for that. I'm sure we'll get some sort of non-committal announcement this year. Although to be fair, all the big companies have got their own press conferences these days, haven't they?
For the most part.
Yeah, so you don't really, you don't need to see E3 for all of the big news. Yeah, I'd like to hear a few to hear about a few surprises, maybe. I don't know. I'd love to see them announce that for the PS5 the other half of the Wipeout collection.
Well,
which because they had the Alpha, was it the Omega collection on the PS5, which had Wipeout 2047, Wipeout HD, and Fury. I'd love to see Wipeout 1, Wipeout 3, Wipeout Fury, and Pulse and Pure done. Because Pulse and Pure are PSP games, and you could probably just whack them on as one.
well, they might have to do that since they decided that they wanted to shut all their servers for their earlier systems.
Well, yeah, there is that. But yeah, I think that's what I'd like to see, because I'm a big Wipeout fan, and that's one of the things that would probably sell the console to me. I want to see more details about Horizon, which is coming soon. Because Horizon Zero Dawn was one of my favourite games off a couple of years ago.
They are bringing out a sequel, aren't they?
Yeah, Horizon Journey to the West or something, or the something East or something West. Can't remember what it's called. I could Google it, but I can't be asked. Something like the Shattered West or something. But yeah, it's I really want to play that game. I really enjoyed the the first one, Zero Dawn. Super good game. I mean, the desperate fanboy in me wants From Software to give up their Souls games and make an Armored Core game again. I'd love that.
Oh, that would be good.
Make an Armored Core game again, guys. Come on. That was I think the Armored Core games were the games that basically made From Software, really, weren't they?
Not so certain about that. I think they were one of the bigger ones for them, but I don't think they made From Software.
Well, they're certainly the games that springboarded them into like the mainstream ish. Not that you know Armored Core games are mainstream in any way. Right, I forgot to do the boots on this sprue as well, so there's a bit of work I need to do. Well spotted, Dave. Oh, the sun's going in now. It always waits until we've just launched the stream, and then I need to go and close the blinds. I should really do that before we start, but never mind.
Well, that's essentially how it works, Dave. Don't you know?
Yeah.
It's just like when it's raining, and you're inside, and it's not raining, and then you go outside and it instantly stops, and then the minute you go back indoors, it stops.
Yeah, the weather's just outside. Like, wait for it, lads. Wait for it. Not long now. Right, he's streaming. Right, go down, go down.
He's starting to do things.
Go dark, lads. Go dark. Oi! Stop there. You dog. Yeah, Phil, have you got any wants for any desires for any games to be announced?
Off the top of my head, not really. I guess maybe some announcements, perhaps for some multiplayer games. Maybe something that'll actually sell me on a console.
Yeah. Like in terms of multiplayer games, I know there's going to be a there's Battlefield 6 or something, whatever they're going to call it, is coming out. Battlefield 5 was pretty much a bag of AIDS. So they've got to do better. I'd like it if they went back to sort of modern combat style, personally. That's where that sort of Battlefield game has shone for me lately, but yeah, I was gutted to hear about the Vampire Masquerade 2 just basically turning into a total shit show.
Shit canned.
Yeah. So
Well, it has been shit canned. They've fired the entire creative team and they're starting again.
yeah,
Pretty much.
news about that might be nice. You know.
Well, what it was is last year they fired the lead writer,
Yeah.
and everyone was questioning that because they were like, you know, he was what made the first game really good, and
Yeah.
I saw footage for the game, and I'll be honest, it didn't look good. It looked like it needed a lot of work.
Yeah.
And then this year they just let out an announcement saying we're not happy with the state of the game. So
Like, it's
Was it
kinda nice.
being done by a third party contractor or something?
it was Paradox Interactive.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's I mean, Paradox do have some quality control issues sometimes on some of their games, but I don't know. You just don't expect an entire creative team just to be fired overnight. But it's like, were they not being managed at all? And like they must have like made that most of the game, and then basically the bosses came into the room and went, "What the fuck have you been working on? What the hell is this?"
Well, they even released a trailer for it, and people saw it, and they were like,
Yeah.
"This looks like something that was made in Gary's mod. It looks pretty bad."
Yeah.
And, they must have just listened to the feedback and said, "This is no good. We need to start again from the ground up."
Yeah. It's a shame. It's definitely going to delay it. They're going to have to basically start development again, isn't it?
Oh
So-
yeah, it's 110%. I wouldn't even say it's been delayed. It's been put on hold, essentially. Just there's
Yeah.
no sign of it coming out at all until there's a complete overhaul.
Yeah, so they're probably going to do a re-announcement, I guess. Maybe not this year, maybe next year even.
No, it won't be out this year. No.
No, I mean an announcement in E3. Do you reckon they'll...
Oh yeah, no, there'll be nothing at E3. They might do like an announcement to just clear some stuff up, but there's not going to be any footage. There's not going to be any sign of it coming out soon, or
Yeah. I reckon they're going to do an official announcement of the Super Switch. Nintendo are going to say yes. I mean, they've already confirmed that the console is good, is a thing. but they've not like officially. Have they done a Nintendo Direct officially announcing it?
No. I don't think they
No.
have.
So I reckon they're gonna announce that properly with all of the specs and all of the features that you're gonna get for it. So that'll be an interesting one. It's not going to be a Switch 2 for sure. And it's going to be a bit like when the new 3DS came out with the nipple stick. But I don't even think it's going to be quite as bad as that, because you know, when they released some games that you could only be played with the new 3DS.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to do that again. I don't think they're going to split the player base again.
Also, Mr. Dave,
Yeah.
we have a certain boy.
Oh, Dakka Squadron, how you doing there? How's it going? Our resident orc. How's your week been, Dakka Fang? Ooh. Yeah, me and Badger are currently painting some Imperial. Well, I'm painting Imperial Guard, he's painting Space Marine. And Mr. Phil is painting some demons. The Heresy.
It has pretty much just started.
Oh yes. We were delaying for someone else to join, but unfortunately he was held back in the old way, so he couldn't join. Next week, though, I think we shall have a new member, and I don't mean my penis.
But
Oh, right.
oh, yeah.
So that's done.
Plenty of boys for crumping.
Aye. And we got some trailers to look at today as well when we get round to them.
Oh, you might be interested in one of those trailers.
Oh
Dakka
yes,
Fang.
Dakka Fang, we got one for you, mate. Oh, so stay tuned. Yeah, there's a few games that were not necessarily announcements, but like at least they're just two games that we didn't even know existed until. Well, I didn't know it existed until Badger told me about them about 5 minutes ago.
To be honest, I didn't know one of them existed until about 5 minutes ago either.
Yeah, so this is going to be a fun time for all. Alright, so what else is in the news? Well, I had a look at the BBC's website, and they have an article, a sort of meandering article, talking about, just having a discussion, basically, about why people buy unfinished games. And it's like, it is an interesting question, because, I mean, they do release games in early access, don't they?
Yes.
Why do we buy them?
Because we look at the concept and we look at the possibilities for the most part, and then we hope that they will be competent enough to actually follow up on their promises and their claims. And for the majority of it, we are sorely disappointed, because what comes out of it is a bag of shit.
Yeah. The hard-hitting news I expect from the BBC.
Oh no, Dakka Fang. Bunch of muppets.
BBC, man. They make some good programming, man.
What BBC are you talking about, Dave?
The one that makes Have I Got News For You, QI. All the good panel shows. I'm a fan of it. Oh, and also that they do make the best radio.
Plenty of time to make that radio.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
Plenty of time.
quality content now. Like if I'm listening to the football and I've got an option, I will always put on Radio Merseyside or Radio 5 Live if that's an option. I'll always listen to Radio 4 if I just want a random talk show. Got some good shit on there. I love, this is going a bit nerdy now, but I do enjoy a show called Thinking Aloud. I think there's a guy called Laurie Taylor who hosts that. And it's basically him doing like a little bit of a philosophy rant about something or other. Just a really nice, chill philosophy talk. It's nice. It's nice. And you can download all of that on the BBC Sounds, whatever it is. Not trying to sell it or anything, but yeah. If anyone fancies, it's a really nice, chill show.
Plug.
Yeah, it's nice. Thinking Aloud, it's great. Radio 4 show. I never catch it live. Right, that's all that done.
Dakka found Mrs. Clarkson and the Squig.
Yeah, I mean, do you know what? I've watched the latest seasons of Top Gear, and they've had a couple of different sets of hosts now, and I really didn't like the one with LeBlanc in it for the first season, but then the second season when he was in it, it was okay. It was good. It was watchable. And yeah, I know heresy. I know it's heresy.
Started to get into his stride. That's the thing.
Exactly. And then they just ripped him out and replaced two of them with a cricketer, who it turns out is a fucking nutcase, and Paddy McGuinness, who is just a funny bloke. You had the skinny git, the friend guy, and then like 15 others. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I know what you mean, but if you watch the Grand Tour, which is what they went on to, it's clear that they weren't the reason why that show was good, because the Grand Tour is fucking shit. It was all down to the script writing. That's the reason they were good. Right. Fenrisy and Grey. And Slaanesh Grey. Yes. Now we've got to do not armour, the cloth lines.
The camouflage.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I did like the show that they did when they all had boats called Seaman. That was a very good show. It was just like a one-off. That was quite fun. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go and close the blinds and put the actual light on because it's going progressively darker. Talk amongst yourselves, lads.
Progressive darkness. It's kind of dark, but not quite dark enough.
Fucking slipper.
This refers to itself as the alternate daylight.
Oh yeah. I need to say R.I.P. to one of my longest standing friends. The chair, the Emperor's chair is finally dead. Can you see that lean? Can you see the lean on that shit?
I can see it's very, very wonky, yo.
Yeah, the back end of it fucking collapsed. So yeah, I've got my my backup chair.
A bit of duct tape, dude.
Yeah, the Admiral's seat is dead. Oh shit. Is Rory Reid still? No. Rory Reid was only there for 2 seasons with LeBlanc. he left with Matt LeBlanc. The race driver Chris Harris, he's still with them, and he's been joined by Paddy McGuinness and Freddie Flintoff. Yeah, he was kind of shit, but he had his moments that were quite fun, in my opinion. have to preface everything with that.
Humble opinion.
Yeah. So yeah, what do you reckon in terms of what are your three best and worst sort of early access purchases? Let's give us two or three, good or bad.
Well, one of them is sort of in the middle.
Okay.
At the time, so it's a bit of a cop-out, which is the DayZ standalone.
Yeah.
Because
we had a good time on that game.
There was so much to that game, and then it was during some of the development that everything started to go a bit sideways.
Yeah.
The same can really be said for Space Engineers as well.
Space Engineers 100% makes my, top three good things that I've experienced in early access.
Oh yeah, the fact that they actually made full-on story mode.
Yeah, absolutely loves that game so much.
And it kind of turned into a weird, creepy horror.
Yeah,
as well.
A little bit.
But that one was one of the good lots. DayZ's a sort of middle ground one.
Yeah, was Avorion early access?
Avorion was early access. I think it is fully released, but we just haven't been back on it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that when we played it.
The last time that we were on it, we were vainly searching for the merchant in order to get the last piece that we needed to essentially finish the game.
Yeah, and that's sort of where we left it before we went back to work.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with these sorts of games. It's more fun with friends. You make your own fun on them, which isn't necessarily what people go in for. So, unfinished games, not for everyone, I think.
Well, I just... Oh, that's something to mention.
Go on.
Richard, earlier on...
Oh, yes.
...was talking to me about a particularly new game coming out called Icarus.
Oh, okay.
Now, essentially, the way he described it to me was what happens when you combine Rust and Valheim.
Okay.
Essentially, what it is you crash land on a dead world.
Yeah.
And essentially, what you have to do is you have to go around, survive, build, and bring the planet back to life. So
that sounds
fun. Keep your eyes out for something like that.
Yeah. Has it got a release trailer? I can always bring that up on trailer time.
I have no idea. He was just reading an article. I don't know if it's got anything solid behind it yet.
Let's move that down a bit so you can see me paint. Christ, camera's all...
Keep your eyes
there we go.
in the future.
Oh, me.
Because first of all, Valheim is the fucking tits. It's just fun to just dick around on for no good reason.
Yeah, it is a good game, Valheim. There we go.
And they're still doing stuff with that as well. So essentially, that's one of my...
That is early access, isn't it?
Early access games.
Oh shit! I completely forgot that was early access.
It's just completely destroyed everything else.
Yeah.
In the charts, I say, what's that? It's been out for about a week, and there's already just like absolutely murdering AAA games on Steam.
Yeah, it is such a good game. It's Valheim.
It's just those well done, sort of, in a way, not 100% survival, but sort of pseudo survival constructors. Because there's still always things that you'll need to do, like grow things.
Yeah.
To keep yourself going and farming resources and things like that. But on Valheim, you can actually farm. So you don't need to go searching out into the middle of nowhere.
You can have bees.
Risking your life to to do all this stuff, you can actually get round to doing proper farming.
On your description, it's like combining rust with so and so. Dakka Fang asks, what happens when you combine rust, magnesium, and aluminium? I'm assuming you get an explosion.
That's a thermite reaction, that is.
Yeah.
Well, once you add heat to it, it becomes a thermite reaction, but...
Yeah. Without heat, it is nothing.
Without heat, it is just a pile of dust.
Yes.
Pile of...
Bits of metal.
Dust.
So, yeah.
Smarter than the average badger there.
Icarus sounds like a good plan. I do enjoy a good survival game. I'm kind of ruined on them. There was a load of games that got released for free on the PlayStation, and I've given a few of them a good go. I've tried Subnautica.
Subnautica seems to be more of an exploration.
Oh no,
game?
it's deeply a survival game. It's one of those
big critters in there that can absolutely wreck your asshole.
Oh yes, I've seen those. Well, I've seen one of them anyway, and he absolutely did wreck my asshole. A giant seahorse that I named Dobbin. Yeah, he fucking dobbed me in. So, yeah, it's all right. It's one of those games that's got annoying hunger and thirst bars.
Apparently, the story to it is really, really good as well.
Yeah, it is quite a nice intro, for sure. You basically crash land on a planet, and it's a planet entirely covered in ocean, which is why it's Subnautica. Christ, I just need to touch something up now. Painted over some boot. But yeah, so you crash land. You've got a floating escape pod that has the basics in it to let you craft food and water and stuff in it. You've got to go around exploring, finding bits of the shipwreck around so that you can salvage metal and make more advanced tools and stuff. I want to like it, but the hunger and thirst bars are annoying. But it's one of those games where it gives you the opportunity at the beginning to basically customize your experience, and I'm so regretting not choosing the option to turn the hunger and thirst bars off, because you can
just go on an explorer's sort of option.
It's got very customizable options for like difficulty. You can literally have the survival experience without the hunger and thirst bars, so you still need to go around and craft everything and find stuff. I think that's probably going to be the way I go on it. And there's a hardcore mode where, hunger and thirst is on, and you got permadeath and all of that sort of thing. And then there's a creative mode where you literally don't need to do anything. You can just literally just explore and build to your heart's content, essentially. So, yeah. And Thermite is fun, Dakka Fang, I agree. Alrighty then. So that's one set of colour done. Yes. Ooh, right, what else was I looking at before? Yeah, you've had a week off. Have you been playing any games this week, Mr. Badger?
Me, I have actually been spending a lot more time painting.
I've seen a lot of your stuff that you've been painting this week. To be honest, I thought that you'd be, streaming a bit of that stuff, but you stuck to the one.
In a way, it's a bit weird. Even though I have been painting quite a lot, the streaming actually slows me down with painting.
Yeah, obviously.
Which means that if I plan to do the streams, then I don't burn myself out.
Yeah.
Because essentially I've finished a tank, and I finished off my Resident Evil 2 like base game.
Yeah. Well, let me know once you've you've got a second, because I think it'd be really cool to show the ladies and gentlemen that tank, because it is a work of art.
Yes, I will.
I'll bring up your camera and show the ladies and gents, but not right now because you're in the middle of a colour. I know that it's a pain in the arse to sort of stop halfway through a colour. Come on. I've got way too much paint on that brush. Just dab it off a bit.
In a way, I've also been planning.
Yeah.
Though I don't have any like proper schedule set and ready, like on paper.
Yeah.
I've taken it upon myself that I'm probably going to just try and focus down one thing at a time now.
Yeah.
Which essentially is what everybody should do when they have projects, not just have 50 projects like I have.
Oh no, I'm the same because my my streams are so varied. I always end up going from stream to stream. I have told myself I'm doing a when I do Let's Play Saturdays. I'm doing that Let's Play, and then I'll move on to the next one. But carry on. So what are you going to be doing?
Yes, for my standard streams at the moment, I'm actually almost finished it. I'm going to finish off the Arcadia Quest box set that I've got.
Nice.
So because I'm very, very close to actually having that done, 100%.
Nice.
And then I can give that back to its owner.
Oh, do you not own that?
No, Arcadia Quest belongs to the fine fellow who also gave me the Claustrophobia box set and the Dark Souls box set.
Oh.
I've essentially the majority of my painting has been his stuff.
Yeah.
The Warhammer, of course, is all mine.
Yeah, and you own the Resident Evil one, don't you?
Yes, and I bought the Resident Evil.
I saw your pictures of your Resident Evil set. That was some good shit. I really like the way that you mixed the because they got sort of generic zombie models. I like the way you mixed up the color schemes.
Yeah, I gave them multicultural zombie glory.
Yeah, man. It just means that it's not just AN zombie.
Well, that's it. I mean, I could have gotten them painted quicker if I just did them rinse, repeat.
Yeah.
This color, this style. There we go. Done.
Wouldn't have looked as good though, man.
Very, very easy to just do things in bulk.
Yeah. Well, I say yeah. I disagree because I'm painting card and I hate it so much.
A method that I learned while painting Tyranided God, to be honest.
Yeah.
So painting in bulk for me is not that bad a thing. But of course, I mean, I pretty much did the police zombies.
Yeah.
All white guys. But there were subtle differences, like that.
Oh, was that a political statement that you made?
No, I just being lazy as fuck with those.
Fucking pigs, white.
Essentially, that was a case of me going, okay, I just want to get these out of the way. They're the most annoying of the lot because it's got tiny little details everywhere.
Trying to get Badger in trouble, ladies and gentlemen.
It'll never work, Dave.
It might.
I'm already in trouble.
So yeah.
You can't just get me in more trouble. I'm already in trouble.
So Arcadia Quest is what you're maining at the moment, then, yeah.
The Arcadia Quest is the stuff that I'll be doing. I'll be finishing off.
Nice.
Or at least attempting to finish off on the next stream.
Yeah.
There still is quite a few critters in it. But that's okay.
That's good. That's some good streaming content right there. So yeah, shout out to anyone who, if you don't already follow Badger, you should. On a Tuesday afternoon, he does some non-Warhammer Painting glory. Is it Thursday? Thursday, sorry. Usually kicks off about midday, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, so go give him a follow and join him on Thursdays at noon. GMT. Always need to say GMT, just because it annoys Richard when we say it.
Well, that's the thing. There are many people from all across the world, and as far as I can tell, there are like different bloody like anagrams. Well, not anagrams, but shorthand for simply like
Just
local
time.
playing times.
Yeah. We I mean, not this Sunday because you know, I didn't do a stream yesterday. Sorry, everyone.
I did actually wonder about that because I woke up and I sort of logged on.
I tweeted an apology, but I think only Daddy listened.
I was like, "Where is the Dave?"
Yeah, I had family stuff. That was nice.
Oh, but if it was family things, then you know,
Yeah.
it was forgiven. Yeah.
I haven't really seen my family in lockdown really a lot because I'm a bit of a paranoid git. So yeah, I went to see me nan and granddad. It's my granddad's 90th birthday today, so that was good. And so
Happy
yeah,
birthday to Grandad. Went down to the Paradise City.
yeah, yeah. I went to their place up that way, and it was nice. We had cake outdoors. Me nan decided she wanted to make loads of sandwiches and stuff. Saw me mum and dad as well, which was lovely. Haven't seen them in a little while. And,
Making cake and sandwiches, Dave, is a man's prerogative.
it is. It really is. So yeah. So it was a bit of family time, which is rare nowadays. So it was fun. Yeah, tomorrow, or not tomorrow, this week at some point I'm going to get my hair cut. Fucking finally. Definitely needed.
Just getting annoyed with the wild and free look, are you?
It's all knotted, you know what I mean? When I brush it, it's like 50% knots. Because it hasn't been cut in about a year. Like, actually a year.
Just remind me of that sheep that they found up in the Highlands that had been lost for like years.
Yeah.
It was just a big ball of wool with feet sticking out the bottom of it.
Yeah, that's how I feel when I come out of the shower sometimes, man. It's ridiculous. Okay. Well, that's the arm, not the arm. I keep saying the armor. It's the cloth stripes done. Next, need to see if there's any lead belcher that needs doing. I'm not sure if that was it really. Whether it's time to start sticking stuff together.
Okay, right. I'm going to give this brush a clean because things are getting a bit sticky.
Yeah.
So what I'll do with this is once I've cleaned this brush, I will show off my glorious war machine.
Oh yeah, nice. Let's get Badger Cam on.
Right, the good old Badger Cam. I painted myself this fine piece of Imperial equipment here. I know it's a bit fuzzy at the minute, so
No, it's just come into focus.
I'll take off certain bits of it.
Oh, there you go. Ooh, nice.
With the altar at the back, there's all the
I love the way you've done the flames, man.
braziers on the side of it. I mean, honestly, I did those during last Thursday's thing, and it took me 2 hours just to do the braziers. Then we have the turret.
Nice.
With the pilot.
How did you manage to do the see-through?
Stained glass window.
Yeah.
Well, that came as see-through plastic.
Okay.
Essentially molded see-through plastic, and what I did for the most part to keep the windows moderately see-through is I
Just thin the paint horrendously.
I used shaders and contrasts.
Oh, okay.
And I just put a layer on, let it dry, put another layer on, let it dry.
Nice.
Essentially, building up thin layers of shade.
Kudos, man. That is an excellent model.
I did, however, learn afterwards that it would have been easier to paint them, even shaders and that,
Yeah.
if I had first used a clear gloss varnish
Okay.
to essentially undercoat it. And I don't have a clear gloss varnish, so it was 100 times worse than fine cast, because it didn't drink any paint like fine cast did.
Yeah.
It just didn't hold on to the paint.
Oh no.
So it all pooled in really weird places, and I had to just keep going over the layers until I got a dry layer.
Oh.
So there's a hint that I learned off other people.
Yep. Pro tip: get some nail varnish on it.
Yep. If you've got clear plastic or windows or windshield on your vehicles, give them an undercoat of varnish instead.
Raid the missus's makeup stash. Get that nail varnish on it.
I don't think nail varnish is what you want to have.
Well, clear varnish, that'd do it.
But it's acetone sort of, or acetate varnish, whereas you want just a standard one.
So ignore me then, everyone.
It might actually do stuff to the plastic if you do that kind of thing.
Yeah, it would, especially if it gets onto some of the paint you've already painted on. It could very well strip it.
Wonderful.
There is specific varnish you can get from models that I imagine Games Workshop will have their own that they charge an arm and a leg for.
Probably.
They do too. You can get spray cans of their gloss varnish.
Fucking Games Workshop, man.
Make all the dollars for the things that we love.
Yeah.
And yet we still pay for it.
We shouldn't, but we do.
Because we love it.
I am weak.
I have currently found a way in which I am going to curb my current model pile acquisition.
Okay.
Take up heroin instead.
No, sadly not.
It'd be less addictive.
Develop a drug addiction. It'd be cheaper. Save
Well,
money at the end.
Technically, it's going to be a drug addiction still, because what I'm going to start trying to do is grabbing all the 9th edition codexes. Stops my pile of things building up, and
Well, 9th edition code. I've never seen the point in getting codexes because I mean, by the time you've bought the ones you want, they bring out a new rule set.
I know, and it makes me sad. So I sit here,
like, what's
and
the point?
I already have like 4 books underneath me from the 8th edition, and then they were like, "Oh, by the way, 9th edition." And I was like, "Ah."
Yeah. I think they bring out new rule sets far too frequently with Games
Well, it's
Workshop.
because people fucking bitch and cry every time they do. They go, "These rules are shit. Make new ones." And they go, "Okay, here's some new ones." Oh, well, why have you
About
nerfed
30
this?
quid.
Release new codex.
Yeah.
I can't use these models now. They're not good. So redo it. Okay.
Yeah.
30 quid again.
30 fucking quid. Jesus Christ. I remember when the codexes used to be a tenner.
That was from the web store. I don't know whether or not they'll actually have like slightly less in store.
Yeah.
Something which I think is still a bit abominable is the fact that they're still fucking 30 quid on digital download. Cock to that.
Yeah, fuck that. You can just download it for free off some sort of dodgy website. Which I fully condone doing because I despise what Games Workshop think their stuff is worth. So there you go. Yar.
Matey.
Exactly. Still got the same rules in it.
Well, that's something that I want to see. I want to compare the 8th edition that I've got
Yeah.
with the 9th edition variant, because I know that they did change some rules of certain units between 8th and 9th edition.
Yeah.
Because, well, they were rebalancing them. Essentially, every plague marine got a free 4+ invulnerability save.
Num num num.
Oh yeah.
Lord.
And it wasn't just like a big old, versus power weapons kind of invulnerability save. It was I get hit by a Titan weapon and I can shrug it off kind of save.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they did sort of change that.
Has Senor Phil disappeared?
I think he's going to grab something.
Yeah, probably. Okay. Oh yeah. Now I need bulk on metal. There you are. Fucking lead belch in my arse. Bolt gun metal. It's what I know it as. Oh dear. Is Senor Richard still streaming?
I can't hear him down the corridor.
Doesn't mean he's not there.
Well, they might have got caught up in a call.
Fair enough. Yeah, he was streaming some Wreckfest before, which looks like a really good game. I'm more and more tempted every time I see, some people playing games that are on
Other systems.
Game Pass. I'm more and more tempted to get the Game Pass for Windows. It's at this point, it's almost like, why the hell not? Why the hell wouldn't you?
I was going to say, I think that's the Game Pass that he's got.
Exactly. He was telling me that he was playing it on Game Pass. I was like, it would be so cool to be playing, some Halo games on multiplayer Wednesdays, wouldn't it?
It would be. It would. As much as sadly, since I'm no longer on holiday,
Yeah.
unable to partake, could.
You can always take a sneaky Wednesday off.
A sneaky Wednesday off.
Yeah. Are you not allowed holidays?
I am allowed holidays. I just got to put them in 2 weeks in advance.
Yes. Yeah,
Otherwise, they kind of bend over a barrel. Well, to be honest, we did get bought out by new folk at the beginning of the year.
Oh, okay.
And they're still essentially putting in their rules and regulations.
Oh, right.
So they're actually working very closely with us.
Well, that's nice at least.
It is,
Because you're old manager for a bunch of fucking dicks, man.
It seems like they are actually very, very chatty to her, which is the big thing that we didn't have with the other lot.
Yeah, I mean, communication is key in any work,
They seem to actually, know what they're doing.
That's good. Then again, they'll do really nice things for you for a while, and then as soon as you get your false sense of security,
Well,
bam, 0 contract. Fuck you all.
From the looks of it, their original setup that they have, like the original business,
Yeah.
seems more industrial.
Okay.
So there's a lot of
Rammstein going on.
Oh yeah, a lot of Rammstein, a bit of Italian. But they seem to have a lot of big construction or chemical plants and things like that.
Mm.
And of course, we are relatively fresh to their field of experience. So we're probably going to be treated pretty well, since we are essentially the flagship of their laboratory-based stuff.
Excellent.
At least in Britain.
Yeah. Are they international?
Yes.
Oh, that's good. They'll know what they're doing. And sounds good, man.
I'm hoping they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
One thing that I did enjoy, they sort of sent us a handbook via emails.
Yeah.
Now, as much as the handbook has some interesting things in it, they really could have done a different handbook. Like one which actually gave you the information instead of going, here's a small paragraph that describes what you could be done. Now go look at our website. And it's literally right at the bottom of the page. Go look at this page on the website. And it's like, why give us a handbook at all?
You bastards!
Why do this when you could have just given us the handbook?
Yeah. Ah, for fuck's sake. Just realised there's something I hadn't painted in Mechanicum Standard that I'm going to need to paint before I get the model sorted, stuck together. I mean, I'm definitely going to stick these bad boys together today, because there isn't that much more to do on them. Okay. So yeah, that sounds like really good stuff going on in your work.
Oh yeah, it is. It's a brand new year, a brand new step forward.
Yeah, new year, new you, as they say.
But I don't want a new me. I like the old me. It's warm and comfortable and worn in.
Worn in. Oh, that's a difficult way to describe yourself.
It's like a pair of shoes, okay?
Loose and comfortable.
And with a hole in the bottom that lets in water. Oh no.
Oh no, you've just described a prolapsed anus.
Oh god. Loose, comfortable with a hole in the bottom that lets in water.
Num num num.
Oof.
Don't go for a bath.
You'll drown.
You'll drown from the anus up. Alright. Don't know why I'm doing these las rifles. Just decide.
Because
Yeah, I just think, you know, the more decoration and the more detail that I can shove on a model, the better it feels for me.
it's totally real.
Yeah. I mean, I can't claim that they'll be able to fire them, because... Well, can you? If it's on the model, can you say, instead of firing as...
I think, right, they do come as essentially Imperial Guardsmen, so you can either fire the heavy weapon that they're carrying,
Yeah.
or
fire two las cannons.
the
Las
las
cannons.
rifles that they have.
Yeah. Las rifles. Yeah, sorry, not las cannons. That'd be a bit OP. Two las cannons, please.
2 las cannons, please, one-handed, each Guardsman. No mention in Space Marine.
What's that over there? A Land Raider. Have 2, 4, 6, 8, 16 las rifles. That's one hell of a heavy weapons team. I wonder if you could have like a converted heavy weapons team where instead of guardsmen, it's Ogrons. And it goes up to like another level of like heavy weapon, because they can use tripods and stuff. And you've got an earth shaker cannon on a tripod. It's this massive fucking Ogren just like, I'm gonna fucking shoot it, yeah.
Well, that just makes you look at the Ogre Kingdom models, where they've got the actual lead belchers, which are just ogres with a cannon under their arm. And they get stuffed full of like knives and swords and forks and God knows what else, and they just light it.
Yeah.
Fire. Pointed at the enemy.
Basically Imperial Guard Orcs. I've got to shoot him, yeah!
This is why in the lore it's described that they're only given the Ripper guns because they can't be trusted with anything more technologically advanced. Because purely because once they run out of ammunition, they just bludgeon the shit out of whoever's in front of them with it. And it's very easy to repair a Ripper gun. What with the fact that it's just a gigantic shotgun.
Yep. All right. So, oh yes, there was that one last bit of the model over here, the binoculars. Because for some reason, apparently, I didn't want to give them binoculars. Like a tit.
Maybe he's just got really good eyes, Steve.
Maybe he does. If you can hear like banging in the background, that's my husky. He has the zoomies and he's running around the house like an idiot and running into things.
The pitter patter of balls on vinyl.
Yeah. Well, it's not vinyl, it's laminate flooring. Oh, it's wood, it's fake wood. Not laminate.
It's a vinyl 2.0.
Yeah, real fake wood. Alright, there you go. Now I just need a little blob of Mechanicum standard.
100% real fake wood.
Yeah. Oh, we are. Dakka Fang says, I heard Grotzuka and Kame sorry. I heard Grotzuka and came running. I need to learn to read Orcish. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I heard Tit and came running. Yeah, we're just talking about, imagine if they had Ogren heavy weapons teams with like an Earthshaker cannon on a giant tripod. That'd be fucking hilarious. No, that would be too expensive. If someone was selling an Earthshaker cannon like separately on eBay or something,
you can buy sprues from like third-party dealers and that.
Yeah, like if I could find one of them. Okay. He's watched a Talibanana try to shoulder fire a Carl Gustav. Okay, I'm assuming that didn't go well for him. Right, where's my Mechanicum? There it is. Got to get these binocs painted and then we're good. Apologies for the noise there. My auntie just sent me a photograph. Ooh. Christ on a bike, I can't close this properly. No, that's as close as it's getting. Okay.
I actually had a bit of a panic moment earlier today.
Oh, why?
When I'd gotten up and I actually went to my desk and I noticed that my sharpety bone was slightly open, I thought, oh shit, no. But luckily it's still wet, and I essentially spent the best part of an hour digging dried paint out of the lid so that it would close properly.
Oh.
I was like, oh please don't be dry.
Yeah, I've never done that. I've never done the digging the dried paint out of lids. I probably should do that more often.
Got a slowly increasing list of paints which are starting to reach the end of their existence.
Yeah, it's going to be an expensive time when the Games Workshop finally opens again.
Oh, it's not. I don't get my stuff from the Games Workshop at the minute.
Oh, right.
Aha! Well, I have cunning connections to a local game shop, which recently got the 40k license. So
oh, nice.
I basically go, here, can you get me these? And they
mates rates.
Well, not mates rates. I mean, they have their own like reduced prices, but still.
Yeah.
I order them in. I go, listen, can you get these? And for the most part, they're all sort of standard colours.
Yeah.
That I've run out of a lot of. So it's very rare that I have to get an odd, weird, awkward colour to bring in. They already have plenty of other people who were painting and still buying models off them through online stuff.
Aye. Okay.
So it's only the very, very specialist sort of paints that I've had to go to the either online shops for and order them from there,
Aye.
or actually go to the Games Workshop when I knew it was open.
Yeah. Apparently the Telebanana did not go well for half of him.
Oof.
Yeah. Okay. I believe this is ready to start painting. Start sticking, sorry. Yes, of course I do. Because I've been painting this the whole time. Okay, so by the end of this stream, I shall have a full squad of heavy weapons teams. I've already got my mortar team, and I should have the las cannon team and the autocannon team. So, get the old instructions. Whoop. So yeah, nice instructions leaflet there.
At some point in time, I might actually start to get some of these dudes stuck together.
Right, so I'm going to move the phone situation. Ooh, there we go. Sort these boys around, and then you can see what I'm sticking together. Move these paintbrushes out of the way. Don't need them no more.
So I would have shown more up to the camera when it came to my models, but for the most part, I've just added blue to this brew.
Yeah, so there's my mortar boys, who the camera will eventually focus in on, I'm sure. Come on, camera. Focus in, focus in. Doesn't seem to want to. I don't even think it's trying. Oh no, okay, you can see it slightly trying. See, it's focused perfectly on my hand, but not on the...
on the dudes.
Yeah. Come on. God damn it.
You did it before, you can do it.
Yeah.
I believe in you, camera.
Maybe it's a lighting issue. Let's see if I can get the extra light over here. See if that works.
Yeah, I still need to think about that. Still need to potentially get more stuff in order to have a better lighting setup.
Yeah.
All it really would take is just a second lamp.
Come on, focus. So it's getting worse.
Camera's just going cross-eyed.
Yeah. Fucking bong-eyed fucking camera. Oh, one of the fucking bases has gone on the floor now. Come on. It doesn't want to. It really doesn't want to. Right, where's that's base gone? I'll just done it this so I can see it. Ah.
At least it's easier to see than the tiny little arm that had the binoculars on last time.
Yeah. Not as easy to pick up though, because it's gone like sort of downward bit down, and I can't get my fingernails under it.
Flat against the floor.
Yeah, you bastard. There we go. Right, so you'll have to make do with seeing it very small. Sorry, people. Dog hair on it. Right. So yeah, that's mortar team there.
I could have made a rather personal joke.
Oh, go on.
Well, he said you just have to look at it rather small.
Oh, Badge is so funny. Right, so let's do the autocannon first, because that's one of my favourite guns. Not because it's like any good in the game, but because it's good in Dawn of War.
It's actually pretty decent in the game.
Is it? Is it? No. It used to be shite.
Well, it was good. It's always been good. 2 shots, strength 7. Yes, please.
Okay.
Couldn't tell you how it's running now at the minute because I don't have a book close to bring up the armory.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty much a similar thing. It's still got.
I don't know why I always favoured the heavy bolter over it.
Well, the heavy bolter you knew was a good anti-troop
Yeah.
killer, and what you needed was something to take out heavier armor. Las guns are good in vast quantities, but it takes a while to give people cancer.
Right, there's my autocannon. The easy stick models.
And it's spicy flashlights, that's what it was.
There you go. And also a nice easy stick model that actually works.
Mm-hmm.
So there's your autocannon. I need to stick the other side of the ammo drum on, and the little dude shield on the top.
Yeah, well, I'm going to at least attempt to get the
Right, where's my glue gone? I literally had it a second ago.
sergeant gun.
Oh, God damn it. Where the fist did I put that glue? Oh my God. Have I lost it? I mean, obviously I've lost it, but...
Beside the paint pots, beside the water.
It's nowhere to be out there, Mike. It's right by the camera.
I was about to say next to the phone.
Right next to the fucking camera. Oh my God, I'm a fucking idiot. Right, so little bit of glue on the big bit of the thing. There we go. Pop that back in there. Whack this on before the glue dries. In a way that won't make it stick to my fingers. Ideally.
Somehow it sticks to your eyes.
Okay, then let's grab the dude shield off. Is this my sprue? Yes, it is.
Oops.
I'm just gonna spin this off because I can't get my clippers in there. Yeah, that's fine. That's worked well.
Almost a bit of a disaster there.
Oh, aye. What
No,
happened?
I knocked me cheesy footballs and they almost
Cheesy
scattered
footballs,
across.
man. That is a terrible snack, man. That is low end snackage.
Well, the thing is...
Where does it go? Does it go there? Yes, it does.
Oh, I was very close there. I almost cut off the pin that was supposed to stick the dude to the floor.
Ooh. Oh, this could do with some Voltron metal at the moment. Is it supposed to go on there or here? I think it's supposed to go on there, but it doesn't look like.
What are you talking about?
The this little guard thing there. I'm looking at the instructions and it doesn't necessarily fit exactly where it wants it to go. It looks like it should fit there actually. Yes, that's the place. Right there. Okay. Ah, yeah, there's a little groove for it. Perfect. Right. Okay. Once I've done a bit of sticking, do you guys want a bit of trailer time?
Ooh.
Should we have a look at one of our trailers? What we have lined up.
Would be glorious.
Yes.
I completely forgot that I needed to paint a face.
Right, there we go. There is autocannon. What is stuck together. Now I just need to do the dudes for it. Okay. So I'm going to set up trailer time. Now the first one, we'll do a trailer and then we'll talk about it, and then we'll do another trailer after we've talked about the first trailer. So the first one is called Warhammer 40k Dakka Squadron. So Phil, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Cool. Get your peelers on this, lads. And I'm going to play the first sort of few seconds of audio because it's got some glorious orcish talking. But then I'm going to mute it because it does have some just generic metal guitar in it, and I'm just fearful of the DMCA striking. So away we go.
Daggers in the sky, fly.
And so on. So here we go. It's as Badger described it, it looks like an orky Crimson Skies, and I am there for it. I am here for this shit.
Is that because Crimson Skies was amazing?
It was freaking fantastic. And this looks like it's a bit Crimson Skies-ish, but 100 times faster paced. So, hells yeah.
Because it's orcs, and everything's got to go fast.
So what do we think of that, lads? Are we in for it? Are we there for this?
I will most certainly take a Dickens at that, purely because
Yeah.
it looks satisfying. That's what it looks like.
It certainly does. Dakka Fang, what do you think? You're an orky boy. Do you think it looks glorious?
Dive into the wonderful world of the Flyboys.
Indeed. You play as a Flyboy squadron. I am.
The thing is, as much as it's shown you a lot of the fighters,
Yeah.
it makes you wonder if you can actually play the big bombers as well.
I'm sure there'll be missions where you have to play as a big bomber. It looks like it's gonna have like a a single player campaign in it. And yeah, I'm fully there for it. It looks amazing.
I want that all in my face.
Yeah, like Crimson Skies. I miss that game. There's not been anything that's been released since that.
Tickled that particular pickle.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, it was such a great game. I had so much fun on the multiplayer on that. And yeah, if this game's gonna do similar gameplay, I'm all in. Now I didn't catch where it was getting released, but if it's on the PC, that's probably the easiest way we can play it all together.
So good.
Yeah. Phil, your thoughts, sir?
It looks like it has potential. I probably wouldn't get it on release. I'd want to see what people say first.
Ever the cautious one, sir. I am much more easily hyped than you, I feel.
I don't know, with Games Workshop games, it's a very hit or miss.
Yeah.
Yes, it seems like for the most part. I mean, I'm going to follow a lot of the memes here. The fantasy games are always far more polished and workable than the 40k games are, like, at all times. So just take a bit of pinch of salt, because I remember when we first saw the Eternal Crusade stuff coming out, and we were like, yes, give us some of that.
Eternal Crusade will always be a warning for me.
And we got it, and we had a good few games, and then the servers just went to...
I mean, we had a few games. I would never describe the games that we had as good.
No, right at the beginning, before everybody had actually decided
That
to
game was
play.
only, even at its best, it was mediocre at best. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just not good, not polished, not fun. We had a couple of fun moments, but it was always interspaced with, what the fuck am I doing here?
And then suddenly jump pack marines.
Yeah. Wow, that's a very empty sprue now. Excellent. Okay, so I've got lots of body parts. Okay, so we'll put the sandbags on last. I think we're probably best shoving... Yeah, put the gun down first or last? Alright, I'll put the gun guy on first. And then the gun can sort of fit in wherever his arms go. Sounds like a good plan, doesn't it?
It does.
Okay.
Whether it'll work out, yet to be seen.
Yep. Okay. And there's you. You've got an autocannon drum there, just sat there in my camera view, just being really fuzzy, because of course. Right. Oh, those fucking legs are not straight at all. Oh, there you go. And stick, please. Whilst that sticks, do you want to have a look at the second trailer?
You can have an eyeball at that.
This, I think, is potentially more up Mr. Phil's alley, and it's a game that I didn't even know existed. It's called Warhammer 40k Battle Sister, and unfortunately, it comes with a caveat. It looks extremely like a VR-only title.
It is.
Yeah. So, there's a caveat. It looks like a really cool idea. Let's roll the trailer and see. I'm going to play this with sound because I believe that it sounds a lot like in-game music, which is fine.
This is the thing. It's,
Sister Ophelia,
this might also be a reason
Celestial
why
of the
think
Order of the Martyred Lady. Your sister disappeared whilst investigating an unsanctioned psyker known as Calidorus.
If she has fallen, then I will do my duty. But I must try to find her first.
I'm Brother Julius of the Black Templars. You've done well to survive alone out here, sister.
We'll hold him back. Come on!
Destroy him with all the fury of the Emperor himself.
If we can't shut it down, we'll bring it down.
Keep your eyes front. You're contemplating the remorse, no pity, no fear.
Burn in the Emperor's holy fire!
I proclaim a sentence upon this world. Only by decisive action and unshakable faith will mankind prevail.
For the Emperor!
Right. So yeah, it looks promising, but it just looks like a VR game, unfortunately. Your thoughts, lads?
I was going to say just before it, when we were mentioning things, it's probably one of the reasons why it hasn't been so like widely advertised and that the only reason I knew about it was because of an update to it that just flashed up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
With the fact that it's a VR.
And it's sad because it's such a cool concept. I want to be a sister of battle, and I want to run around as a nun with a very heavy gun. But what they've got there is basically what looks like a rail shooter, which is essentially going to be quite meh. You know what I mean? It looks like it'll be fun, but no one will be able to play it because like VR is extremely expensive. you can get VR headsets for slightly acceptable prices, but the amount of hardware PC wise that you'd need to run that sort of thing, even though it looks like a game that was made for a PS3, I don't know, man.
It's a bit chunky.
Yeah, it's gonna need a lot of hardware. Okay, so I just need to get this in a place where the gun is going to be mountable right there. Cool beans.
So what are your thoughts on that, Mr. Phil?
It's VR, so I'm not going to get to play it. I
Yeah.
hope it's good, but I can't touch it. I don't have any VR capabilities.
So it's the same with like the likes of Half-Life Alyx. You know, that looks cool. I'd love to play it, but I'm never going to be able to play it because I don't have VR, and I'll never be able to afford VR. It's as simple as that.
Sad truth from all sides here.
Yep.
I mean, I might be able to afford VR, but I sure as hell don't have the space for it.
Yeah.
I could buy VR, but it's like I'd probably have to upgrade my PC as well. and-
Exactly. It is just prohibitively expensive VR.
You are essentially doubling your cost because you have
shit,
to buy all
brick.
of the
Nearly
hardware.
dropped all my drink over the place. Sorry.
Yeah, you got to buy all the hardware in order to make it actually function.
Yeah. I just think VR is a flawed idea, and I wish it hadn't have been a fad, and I wish that they wouldn't keep making games that I want for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's my thoughts on it. Meh. What can you do?
Get them to make a proper version of it.
Yeah, if they actually, tried to develop a proper game for it, it'd be alright, it'd be nice.
You know what would be an interesting thing?
Go on.
Just harken back to the days when we asked what type of sort of 40k game would you actually look for? If they did essentially Fallout 40k.
Fallout's a bit too ponderous, I feel. I don't know if it would 100% work.
But it would be a better option than Dynasty Warriors 40k, which I would, God, hope that they don't bloody bring one of those
That would
out.
be so good, though. It would be so good. I love Dynasty Warriors. Apart from 9, which was a bag of AIDS.
I think
They're all
everybody
the
is.
fucking same.
Not 9. 9 was particularly shit.
9 went out of its way to be more.
Yeah, it's like they tried to make a Dynasty Warriors game an open world game and failed miserably.
It is, however, true that nearly every single Dynasty Warriors game is identical.
You guys don't know nothing.
I know enough from Call of Duty being exactly the same fucking game every year.
Nah, Dynasty Warriors is a legend. Love it. Okay, I'm actually going to stick the torso together, I think, before I put the torso on the legs, because I've put it quite close to the gunner here. Indeed. Okay.
It's getting more intense as you go along. Just,
Ah, my arsehole! Okay, so he's got his little pointy hand. Okay, let's see if I can get Let's put his head on next, I think. I'm going to have him looking straight on, see if I can get some binoculars on him.
Oh my god, his head's on backwards. Why didn't anyone tell me my ass was so big?
Oh my god, they killed Kenny. You bastards. Right, where's the binocs gone?
That is essentially the Imperial Guard, isn't it?
Oh my god, you killed Lenny! You fucking wankers! Ah!
Getting back to walk stage.
Oh yeah, true. Two sides of the same coin.
Did I actually clip that bit off? I don't think I did. No, I did. I can see it.
Okay. Just gotta let his binocular hand dry. With these little binoculars and deer. Oh yeah. Okay. No, don't get too ahead of yourself, because that's what happened last time. I ended up losing an arm. Let's just take our time and think about things. Oh yeah, I turned the music off, didn't I? There we go. So yeah. Apparently, the big sort of multiplayer game that's come out recently is called Outriders, and it's apparently shit and broken.
Yes, but from the outset of it, it just looked like another Destiny clone.
And it, to be honest, it just looks like Gears of War, but really shit.
I played the demo, and it was okay. It was an alright game. Not sure it's worth £50, but for what it was alright.
Yeah. Is it basically just Gears of War, but really shit?
No, it's actually less cover based. It's more actually faster, I'd say, than Gears of War.
Okay.
And,
See, the bits I've seen of it are running, jumping, climbing trees, using special psychic powers.
yeah, it's very there's lots of focus on the powers and the abilities that you get.
I mean, from what I've seen, it's just a broken mess with no working servers.
Yeah, I hear that's what everyone's complaining about. Apparently the servers are just atrocious.
And when you get into the game, the servers are chugging so hard that like everything goes wrong. All the physics are broke as fuck. You know, you'll just fall through the map. Enemies will just sort of blink around the screen. Yeah, it's apparently a mess. And you know what? That's 2 in a row from Square. 2 bad uns in a row. Square Enix are having a mare. They had the shite Avengers bollocks. And now this. It's a bloody good job that the Final Fantasy VII remake sold well, because otherwise they'd be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I'd expect that, again, it's going to be one of those things where they take a bit more time to take a step back and go, okay, yeah, we fucked this up, let's hopefully try and fix it.
Yeah, maybe. I just, I can't see Square Enix coming out well here. But no, I'm sure they'll fix it and it'll be fine. But it's just not something. It just looks like a really bad knockoff of Gears of War. But as you say, it's more fast paced than that. So who knows? I might one day try it out. I'm going to stick a gun to the las rifle to the gunner's back, as if it's sort of slung over his shoulder.
And As you do.
Yeah, as you do. I'm gonna have a. I'm gonna have the spade, sort of, next to the sandbags. So a water bottle on the gunner's belt. Oh Christ, I'm not gonna be able to get in here, am I? Do you need tweezers for some of these fucking models, man? Okay, is that stuck on? Yes, it is. That works all right.
Again, one of the things that I wouldn't mind looking into is grabbing myself a couple of corks
Yeah.
and essentially sticking paper clips in the corks, and then you glue your model to the paper clip.
Yeah.
So that essentially you've got a handhold.
Nice. So yeah, those is the spotter's rifle on the floor there. So you've got a there's your assault team, your assault cannon team, having a nice nice dacky time.
Look at Biffy.
Yeah. There's your mortar team. The mortar gunner there loading his mortars shells in. I'm not happy with the seam there. I might try and get like some really thick paint there and cover that seam up. And there's the spotter there. Spotter's facing another direction because he's just spotted someone coming up behind us.
Commissar, probably.
Yeah. So there we go. That's 2 teams stuck together and painted. Table ready. Not perfect. They still need washing and highlighting. But there you go. Next is the Laz team. Okay. So we can get rid of these mostly empty sprues. Put them somewhere at the back there. And then we put together the Laz rifle, the Laz cannon. Yes.
A lot of that dry now.
I should have put it in bull cam mode, shouldn't I? Really, for showing and telling.
Renee.
But never mind. Still getting used to this whole setup. What are we? 15, 16, 17 streams in?
About that.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's closer to like the 15 thing for the paint club at least.
Yeah.
And I realised I missed some spots.
Okay. There's the battery pack. I need to get the wiring. Wires. This is definitely going to need some work. Oh man, there's a whole section that I didn't paint here. Never mind.
Have you moved on to your changer of ways? Or are you still on your bloodletters, Mr. Ville?
I've just put the finishing touches on the bloodletters, and it's getting a bit late now, so I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Oh, fair enough. I mean, we've only been going for an hour and 40 minutes. We did start late today. Okay, so that's kind of where that goes in there. It's an easy stick model there. Alrighty then. That goes in there.
Some silver out.
Okay, that needs to go there, does it? Okay, so I'm going to need to make sure that the... Do you know what? The battery can be side on if it needs to be. Yeah, it's not exactly sticking on. Never mind. Right, let's get the gunner stuck together. Yes. Gunner boy. Oof, there we are. Just getting everything off the sprue. Badger, how's yours coming along?
I essentially always got the first guy done. The majority of them are all prepped and ready, and all they'll really need is a few small details on to get them stuck together.
Nice.
But I've nearly got the sergeant sorted. A bit slow pace, but everything's
Yeah.
ready to go.
You know what? I think these might be one of the oldest models, Imperial Guard models anyway, the oldest, the ones I've owned the longest that I haven't painted. It'd be really nice to box these off, finally. Very small pieces here that I'm really paranoid are just going to fall off the table and I'll never see again. But here we go.
Goodness. Oops. Not necessarily the best word that you want to hear, but...
Whoops!
Oops.
Oopsie doodle!
And just a dab of glue on the inside.
Ah, yes, it's stuck. Caught it with my legs. Whew. Nearly lost the gunner's arms then. I've got a spare set, so it wouldn't have been the worst in the world. Oh no, there's some leather I've not painted. I'm gonna have to paint that before I stick the heads on.
Almost forgot that bit. Just missing out on a lot of tiny little things.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's everything off the sprue that I need. Nice. Right. So I'm going to shove this guy on here. And he'll be facing roughly that direction. I'm going to stick him right at the back so that he's got sort of towards the left as well. So they've got plenty of space to be putting the battery on. Dab, 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 dab. Glue, 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 glue. Okay. So sort of straight on that. Yep. That's fine. Good, good. And then let's check the angle of the dangle. Yeah, I think we're good. Just need to shove his arms on. Dab, dab. Let's get these arms on ASAP before the glue starts to dry. We don't want that now. Okay, that's fine. Right then. Do you know what? I'm going to quickly paint these leather bits whilst I've got access to them before I put his head on. The missus is teasing one of the dogs.
Borf.
Borf, borf. Much borf. Okay.
Which brushes for this?
Okay, and yes, I'm using unfinned paints because I'm a savage. A Randy Savage.
Oh yeah?
Oh no, because I'm pretty sure if Randy Savage was a model painter, he'd fin his paints. Cool, let's love a bit. Ooh. Let's make sure it's closed properly. Yes, it is. Clean that brush. Nice. Okay, now we can stick his head on.
Excellent.
And this guy, I'm going to make the guy who's got the shades on, because it makes sense for a las cannon guy to have protective eyewear.
Adequate eye protection.
Yep.
See, even in the 41st millennium, PPE is required.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh no!
Yeah.
I nearly glued myself to the model end.
Health and safety comments now.
Yeah. The Emperor protects your eyes. Oh shit, that was the wrong area for that. That's never mind, don't matter. That works. That's stuck on roughly where he's at. Get the water cannon out of the way so you can see the glory of the that las cannon. I need to stick this this battery roughly on. It's a bit annoying. The cable doesn't look like it's sticking onto it. I have to sort of bend it a little bit so it's on the floor. There you go. That works a bit better. Okay. The battery pack can go glue, 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 and glue. There you go. Perfecto. Doesn't want to stick to the base, does it? No, you can stick. No, I'm just going to hold my fingers there while it doesn't, so it doesn't move. Trying to close the glue with my mouth. There you go. Right. So there's your las cannon gunner with his battery pack attached to the cannon. Now that poses an issue because I'm not entirely sure where I'm going to put the spotter.
Slightly in front of the battery pack.
I was going to protect the battery pack with a one of these. Safety first.
And still stick the dude there.
I'm thinking maybe here. This
That's
bit
a possibility.
yeah. Okay, so I'll do that. Right, so let's get his legs there. Can probably get it there. No worries. Just move him a bit further away from the gun than usual. Deal. You wouldn't want to be that close to a las cannon, would you? So I suppose it's better than a multi-melter or a plasma cannon even. Those things can explode.
And they regularly do.
Okay. Ooh, haven't put the guard on there. Oh, it's a very aggressive bark from the tiniest dog. Alrighty then. Oh, it's just me and Bear downstairs again. He's gonna come and say hello, I think. Alrighty then. Las cannon protected. And let's get the that sandbag on the ground. Get that there. Very nice. Oh, aha, there's a bit of plastic there I'm gonna have to clip off. Ooh, good job I spotted that, otherwise the torso would have gone on skewiff. Give me a little piece of plastic. Yes! Ha!
Sitting more comfortably now, is it?
It will do. Been hunched over for a little bit, so my shoulder's starting to cramp up. Dab, 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 dab. Oh man. So yeah. Can't wait to get my hair cut. You guys going to be taking advantage of the slightly loosened restrictions?
That depends on where I can go.
Yeah. We can go to a beer garden soon.
Fortunately, none of the pubs around near me really have a beer garden.
The hell, really?
They're all on the front street. So essentially the back end of each of the shops and beer gardens backs up onto very, very small areas where they take their deliveries.
Oh, right, okay. Damn. We've got a few decent pubs around us that have got beer gardens, which is handy. One of my mates who I haven't seen since the beginning of lockdown lives right next to one of the nicer beer garden pubs. So I'll have to go visit her at some point once the restrictions are lifted. If she's up for it.
A lot of space out of front of all these pubs.
Yeah.
But since it's basically...
It's on the road.
Yeah. They're not allowed to sort of use that area because it's public walkways.
Yeah. That sucks, man.
Even though essentially most of the pubs are in a marketplace, so
Yeah.
the space is massive, but they're still restricted from doing anything.
Oh, man.
Though I did see something when we were taking my nephew home. So driving down the street and the entire front street had like a huge queue standing outside of hairdressers.
Yeah. I can't wait to... I think I'm going to have to book an appointment for my haircut. I mean, let's tilt the camera. Look at this shit. Fucking dirty Marshall with hair all the way down here.
It's one scraggly boy.
Yeah. So yeah, it's all knots. And it's grim. Oh, there's a bit of plastic I could clip off there. Yes, yes, yes. Get the old clippers on that.
Now, about to do the most dangerous thing.
What's that?
Trying to put pupils on eyeballs.
Oh, I hate doing that. Oh no. Guy's torso's not properly stuck on. Yeah, it's really not. Fucking hell. Torso just fell off. Is that glue dry? Yeah.
Should have worked.
Glue fucking dried. Right. Glue, glue, glue. Close glue. Fit torso onto legs. There. Oh, hello, bear. I am joined by a Doge. Hello, Doge. Ooh. You had a fun day? Yes. Bah. There we go. Bit of random dog cam there for yous. Okay. That torso should be on now. Yep. Nice. Let's get the head on first.
Go ahead.
Got head. Okay. And then just... He's going to be looking where he's pointing. Get binoculars on. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Oh no! The whole model's just come off the base. He's sort of stuck together, but he's wobbling on the base here.
I think I heard that slight pock noise.
Yeah. I'm gonna let him sort of stick together, and then I'll just take him off and reseat him. Okay. Let's get a water bottle on someone's belt. I choose you, Gunner. Oh no! Shit, it's stuck onto the base now. Need to get it off immediately. Shit, I can't. No! Can't reach it. You guys are small. No, it's oh, I managed to get it unstuck. Come on. Oh, fucking hell, I've pushed it even further under the gun. Get off the base, you little bastard. You little water bottle bastard. Let's try that again. It's these little details that make models nice.
I also kick all of the ass when trying to get them right.
There you go, it's on. A water bottle there on his little side pouch. You see that there nicely. Have that. Let's get a las rifle on his back as well. So it's a
Pretty well, good sirs. My eyeballs worked.
oh hello. Let me go over to Badger Cam. Oh, very nice. Like some boss detail.
And that is one of many. I don't think I'm going to get any other ones done tonight.
No, it's all right. Once we stuck this together, we can call it a little bit short tonight. I think we started late. But, you know, it's been productive for me. Got quite a few models stuck together and finished today.
You've got your squad ready.
Yep. I'm going to get this. You know what? I'm going to rip him off now. There you go. Boop.
Or back on.
Yeah.
And at least you know where to stick him again because he's left brown paint on the.
Yeah, he has. Right, this is
the one thing that actually like comes into focus, and it's that.
Look at my mistakes. Oh, hang on, you can't see. There we go. Look at my mistake. Let's get him stuck on. Right, I'll just pop little blobs on the brown bits. That'll be good enough, I think. Right then. That should be fine. And then the final piece is this little las rifle that I need to find a nice place for. If I was this Imperial Guardsman and I had just sort of took my rifle off, where would I put it?
Well, you could just put it behind them.
If you rest it, it's more likely going to be sort of in front of him, next to his arm, and he'd be right-handed, so I think it's going to be there. Yes. So a little bit of glue on the gun. So place it in a place that makes sense on the base, and don't glue the gun to my fingers, because that'd suck. And there you go. The gun is on the base and it makes sense. Oh, I've got glue all over my hands and I'm gluing myself to myself. Okay. So there we go. There is a las cannon.
Surprisingly enough, this easy fit model actually fit easily for a change.
Yeah, this easy fit model fit in quite nicely as well. Like the gun is the only thing that's been glued on is this guard here. I'm gonna be taking that glue off my fingers for a while. Right, do you guys want to?
I can call it there.
Yeah. All right then. So I'll turn the classical music off. I'll put the theme on. I'm calling it my theme now, but never mind. And we'll go around the houses. Mr. Phil, do you want to go first and show us what you have finished today?
Oh, I've finished a Bloodletter.
Very nice.
Haven't based him yet, but yeah, I'm quite happy with how he turns out. I've used like a glaze on it. It's called Bloodletter. It's supposed to blend the colours together. It's my first time using it. It hasn't properly dried yet. I'm interested to see how it turns out.
Well, when it does dry, send us a picture and we'll use it on the thumbnail. That'd be very nice.
I'll sit on now. It's mostly dried.
Cool. Right, Mr. Badger, how have you got on?
As you saw beforehand,
Yeah.
I have finished the Sergeant of my squad,
Very nice.
and he is on with his plasma pistol and his chainsaw, charging it straight into battle to smite the enemies of the Emperor.
Excellent. And for me, I have got 3 heavy weapon squads finished now, which make up my heavy weapons team. So we've got autocannon team, complete with the guy with shades, doing trying to get it to focus slightly. Come on, focus your bit.
It's actually focusing more on the ladder cannon than it is
Yeah.
on the...
So yeah, you got the autocannon here, firing away. Happy days. Autocannon looks slightly skew-if, but I suppose that's the nature of Imperial Guard technology. Got the mortar squad, which I did 2 streams ago, and we got the guy who spotted someone from behind having a very bad time. All we need to do with these are now just washing them and highlighting them and tidying them up. This, oh, the gun's just fallen off his back. I'll have to re-glue that at some point. Anyway, this is the las cannon team. Very nice. Oh, there's some wet glue on its back there. Very nice. Anyway, let me put the camera up here so you can see me whilst we do the outro. Thank you so much to everyone who's been here. Thank you, Dakka Fang, once again, our resident orc, coming in and giving us some of the flash talk. Yeah. Badger, do you want to tell us a bit about your channel?
Well, you can join me here on Mondays with Bulamatari Paint Club, or you can join me on Thursdays at 12 PM GMT for my own little herpender painteroo.
Yes, you can. Badger doesn't paint Warhammer 40k often on his streams. He has been doing. You're doing Arcadia Crest at the moment, aren't you?
I will be doing Arcadia Crest.
Those are some boss models. Here, you can see me 4 times a week most weeks. It was only 3 times last week, but we do variety of stuff. On Saturdays, we do Let's Play Saturdays. Currently playing Ape Escape on the PlayStation 1. We should be able to knock that one out in one more stream. We hit the credits last time, but I want to get all of the monkeys. I might need a bit of Googling, a bit of Google Food to help me with that one. On Sundays, we usually play some Pro Evo. I missed yesterday's stream, so I might try and fit one in at some point if I've got nothing better to do tomorrow night or something. Wednesdays, you can see multiplayer Wednesdays. We're going to be playing some probably Overwatch on this week, because there's been a bit of a feud between Daddy and Rich. And obviously Mondays 6:30 usually, 7:30 today, we play we paint some Warhammer boys. So there you go. That's my channel. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. You can check out my YouTube channel, links in the banner. And if you want to support the show, you can chuck £1 on Patreon, or you can chuck bits and shit at me on here. So anyway, it's been fun. It's been a nice short one. Thank you so much to everyone who's been here. Thank you to Badger and to Phil for joining me here. Next week we will be joined by Beardbow Baggins, which will be fun. So yeah, much love to everyone. We're not going to bother raiding because we haven't got enough people. So right, ta-ra!
Toodles.
Bye.